Namaskar, a very warm good evening. Your pride for your country should not come after your country becomes great. Your country becomes great because of your pride. With this thought, I, Spainy Burman, welcome everyone on this special and auspicious program on cyber safety and national security. Cyber Apradh se Azadi, Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav, organized by Assam Police in collaboration with Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Culture, Government of India. As we all know, cyber safety is now considered to be the rising trend. The internet that has numerous benefits also has some drawbacks like financial fraud, ATM skimming, identity theft, cyberbullying, etc. So cyber safety is very necessary for all of us. If you are safe, your family is safe. And if your family is safe, then your nation is safe and secure. আপোনাৰ আপুনি যদি নিজে সুৰক্ষিত থাকে আপোনাৰ ঘৰখন সুৰক্ষিত থাকিব আৰু আপোনাৰ ঘৰখন সুৰক্ষিত থাকিলে দেশখন সুৰক্ষিত থাকিব কোনো এটা অনুষ্ঠানৰ আৰম্ভণি আমি সদায় ভগৱানৰ নাম লৈ আৰু তেওঁক স্মৰণ কৰি আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ গতিকে আমি বন্তি প্ৰজ্বলন অনুষ্ঠানেৰে আমাৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানটি আৰম্ভ কৰিব ওলাইছোঁ Before we begin anything auspicious, we light the auspicious lamp. So for the lighting of the lamp, I would like to call upon the stage respected Director General of Police, Sri Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta, Srimati Swapnali Mahanta Baidu, IS Principal Secretary, Home and Political Department, Government of Assam, Neeraj Verma, and IPS ADGP CID of Assam, Sri AYV Krishna to light the lamp. Sir and ma'am, please. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Please have your seat. Now, I would like to call upon stage Sri AYV Krishna, IPS ADGP CID Assam, to come and give welcome address. So please.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Sri Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta, IPS, Director General of Police, Assam. Srimati Swapnali Mahanta, Sri Neeraj Verma, Principal Secretary, Government of Assam, Home and Political Department. Sri Hiren Nath, ADG SB. Sri BK Mishra, OSD to Government to Police Department. Dr. John Jose, Professor from IIT Guwahati, Sri Debraj Upadhyay, IGCID, police officers from various northeastern states, Sri Krishnan, Director, I4C, Ministry of Home Affairs, New Delhi, principals and vice principals of various colleges and universities in Guwahati city, my dear students, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a proud privilege for me to stand before you on this occasion to welcome Sri Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta for this cyber safety and national security event, which is being conducted as part of Cyber Apradh se Azadi, Azadi ki Amrit Mahotsav. Sri Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta is an IPS officer of 1988 batch, born on Assam Meghalaya cadre. I welcome Sri Neeraj Verma, IAS. He is an IAS officer of 1994 batch, born on Assam cadre. He is presently Principal Secretary to Government of Assam Home and Political Department. I welcome Sri B.G. Krishnan, Director, UT MHA, Sri Deepak Kumar, DC I4C MHA for this event. I also warmly welcome all the officers who have come from Nagaland, Arunachal, Mizoram, Meghalaya to participate in this event. I welcome all the officers of Assam Police who are here today for this evening function. I also welcome the superintendents of police of the nearby districts, Nagaon, Morigaon, Golpara, Nalbari, Darang, and Kamrup. The instant event is being organized as a day-long program on cyber safety, cyber hygiene, and prevention of cyber crimes. Assam Guwahati has been selected as one of the 7 places in the country to observe this event. The others being Visakhapatnam, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Chandigarh, New Delhi. This event is being organized to generate awareness amongst the public, especially the students, to propagate cyber safety and cyber hygiene norms. The event is being organized as part of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. The National School of Drama has scripted a street play which will be played today to generate awareness amongst the public. The same team will travel to 10 other locations in the state during the next week to enact the play. The Sangeet Natak Academy has composed a song on cyber safety which will be sung today, and the recorded version will be played throughout the state in the months to come. Ministry of Culture, Government of India has sponsored this event, and they have also sponsored the composition of the street play as well as the song by the National School of Drama and Sangeet Natak Academy. We have invited an expert from IIT Guwahati who will be talking on cyber safety and cyber security norms. We have organized a quiz competition which had tremendous response in spite of the heavy rain today and the waterloggings on the road. I congratulate all the participants who have come from various universities and colleges to participate in this event. We also had a poster making competition which was also very actively participated by the students of City of Guwahati. The winners will be distributed prizes by the chief guest today evening. CAD Assam has compiled a detailed handbook for investigation of cybercrime cases, which has been got designed and published with an aim to improve the quality of investigation of cybercrimes, as it was felt that the investigating officers are not very well versed with the procedures and the technologies involved. This handbook will be released today by the chief guest, Sri Bhaskar Mahanta. The book has 15 chapters on cyber safety and security tips, the use of cyber first responders kit, search and seizure of digital evidence, procedures and systems to be adopted while seizing the digital evidence, the hashing of the digital files, and recording of the message digest, the investigating techniques to be used for investigating of cyber crimes, the packing and transporting procedures, and it also contains 11 annexures which gives the sample form of the 65B Indian Evidence Act certificate, the Bharat Pol Silver Alert Proforma, which has to be filled by the investigating officers to seek assistance from international agencies abroad. This will go through Interpol channels. The proforma of the Silver Alert form has also been enclosed. It's been written in very simple English so that the officers of the rank of sub-inspectors will also be able to easily follow it. It also has the model request forms that are to be sent to Twitter, Google, Facebook, and Instagram for seeking evidence. It will act as a one-stop guide for the IOs and the supervisory officers in future. Assam Police has taken various steps to tackle cybercrime with the increasing use of internet, online transactions, net banking, and e-commerce by various netizens of the country. The number of cybercrimes in the state of Assam as well as the country have been increasing every year. The state of Assam registered 1,200 cybercrime cases in the year 2017. It went up to 1,750 in 2018, 2,150 in 2019, and 3,150 in 2020 owing to COVID, and 3,650 in the year 2021. There has been a 16% rise in the cybercrime offences compared to 2020 in the year 2021. But then we are doing much better than several other states in the country. For example, Tamil Nadu, this percentage of cybercrime increase is 103%. In Telangana, it is 86%. In Chhattisgarh, it is 69%. Gujarat is 63%, Punjab is 55%, and Bihar is 44%. A study on the major motives of the cyber crimes in the state of Assam was being done by CID, and it is found that personal revenge is one of the main primary motives for the cyber crime, which involved 19% of the cyber crime cases. Cyber frauds amounted to 7%, extortion was 13%, sexual exploitation 14%, and others 45%. The increase in cybercrime is due to more and more use of internet, especially during the COVID pandemic. The culture of work from home has further added to the problem. As a result, the police now has more responsibility to police the cyberspace and enable the netizens to have or venture freely in the cyberspace. Assam Police has taken steps like organizing a regional cybercrime coordination workshop for all the 8 northeastern states in the year 2021 during the month of September, where officers dealing with cybercrime from all the 8 northeastern states along with the officials of I4C New Delhi have deliberated for 2 long days. All the stakeholders from banks, payment gateways, colleges, social welfare and education department have also been invited for this workshop. Assam Police also organized a seminar on use of darknet and cryptocurrency for the drug law enforcement agencies, which was inaugurated by DGP NCB, and various aspects like blockchain technology, Tor browser, use of darknet by drug traffickers were discussed by the experts during this seminar. Assam State has also set up a 24/7 citizen financial fraud reporting call center, which has been functioning very effectively, and in the last less than 1 year, when it was started in July 2021, we have received more than 5,121 complaints, and we were able to freeze an amount of 4.38 crores and returned it back to the victims. This is more than 21% of the complaints, and we are fourth largest or the fourth highest in the country to recover the cyber fraud amounts. Assam government has purchased 245 first responder kits, which have been distributed to the investigating officers. These kits are used to extract the digital evidence from the suspect hard disks and the suspect mobile phones at the scene of crime. We have trained more than 1,350 investigating officers to use these cybercrime kits. We have also organized training programs along with CDAC, and we trained 379 investigating officers from all the 8 ranges in Guwahati city for a basic level course. Then an examination was conducted at the end of the course, and we have shortlisted 240 officers for a 3-day beginner level hands-on practice course, which is now going on. At the end of this course, we will again conduct an examination and around 120 people will be selected for the advanced level course, which is a 5-day course. Recently, Assam Police has also launched the Drugs Free Assam app, which has been rated 4.7 out of 5 by Google Play Store. This is used for the citizens to report on sale, use, transportation, and canvassing of drugs. This has been downloaded by more than 1,000 of Assamese citizens. Honorable Chief Minister has also allocated rupees 10 crores for setting up of 4 cybercrime police stations, one each at Guwahati for the Guwahati city, and one for the CID with the statewide jurisdiction, and 2 as an outpost, one at Dibrugarh and one at Silchar. Various steps are being taken to generate awareness amongst the public on cyber safety and cyber hygiene. As part of this, leaflets have been published in both English and Assamese. I hope all of you must have got one each right now. And we have also designed few posters in both Assamese and English, and we are distributing them throughout the state. We have published around 7,500 posters, which will be put up at the notice boards of various schools, colleges, banks, and other public places in the next week. Hoardings have also been designed to generate awareness, and I request all of you to note down the phone number 1930, which is a toll-free number. Whenever there is any cyber fraud, please feel free to call this number, which is a 24/7 call center, 1930. With these few words, I welcome the chief guest, Sri Bhaskar Mahanta, the principal secretary, all the senior police officers present here, police officers from MHA, I4C, and other states, as well as the superintendents of police and other senior officers from Guwahati city. I also welcome all the students, the principals and vice principals, the media friends, and Dr. John Jose for being present on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is an initiative by the Government of India to celebrate the glorious 75 years of independence. It is a reflection of the hard work and innovation of Indians. Now it's time for the audiovisual presentation on Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, prepared by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, New Delhi. Let us all take a view of it. Thank you.
आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव का प्रारंभ हो रहा है।
Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative to highlight the glorious history, culture, and achievements of our country in the last 75 years since independence. Amrit Mahotsav was initiated to commemorate the 75th year of the country's independence, and since March 2021, the country has been celebrating this festival with great enthusiasm and fervor. The entire program is based on the 5 pillars of freedom struggle, ideas at 75, actions at 75, achievements at 75, resolve at 75. The Dandi Yatra was a watershed movement in the freedom struggle of the country that ignited the spirit and energy of the countrymen to act against the British and reclaim freedom. Hence, Gujarat was chosen as the place to establish and commence the grand celebratory movement of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Multiple programs were organized under the aegis of Amrit Mahotsav to celebrate the spirit of independent India, tribute to Mangal Pandey, unfurling of the Indian flag by INA at Moirang, Manipur, book launch on women freedom fighters, Lord Birsa Munda Jayanti as Tribal Pride Day, cultural program in memory of Khudiram Bose, inauguration of renovated complex of Jallianwala Bagh Memorial, drone show on Indian freedom struggle icons, unveiling of Netaji's hologram statue on his 125th birth anniversary. More than 2 crore citizens participated in the Rashtragan campaign. A cultural program showcasing the diversity of Northeast India's tribal dances was conducted in the village of Razazo in Nagaland. With Kashi Utsav, the world got a never-before peep into the rich cultural and literary heritage of Banaras. A campaign, #Postcards to PM, was initiated where school children from across the country wrote messages to the Prime Minister sharing their dream and vision for the India of their future. To mark the International Day of Yoga, programs were conducted at 75 places across the country to promote the significance of yoga. Vande Bharatam, a grand spectacle of dance, was organized and its winners got a chance to showcase their talent at the Republic Day Parade 2022. To promote the spirit of Jan Bhagidari, events like installation of 225 feet national flag in Ladakh, Desh Bhakti Geet writing, Rangoli making, and Lori writing competitions were initiated for people to come forward and contribute in large numbers. To paint the sky with the colors of Amrit Mahotsav, the festival of Umang Udan Utsav was initiated, where more than 3 crores kites were flown. With the launch of Gati Shakti Yojana, under which 75 programs were initiated, 75,000 people received the keys to their dream homes. To reflect upon and celebrate the life-giving and saving aspect of the rivers of our country, Nadi Utsav was conceived. The enthusiasm displayed in global celebrations of Amrit Mahotsav through Jan Bhagidari in more than 30,000 events is a reflection of the commitment people have towards this grand vision. As we move closer to celebrate 75 years of India's independence, we look forward to take the message of Amrit Mahotsav to the farthest corners of the world.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव हमें आजादी की जंग की स्मृतियों को जीने का अवसर देता है।
Thank you all for watching the audiovisual presentation. Moving on. Now we have a song performance by Sangeet Natak Academy on Cyber Safety and National Security, Guwahati Chapter. Kobole pai birate hokhi hoisu je ami amontrito koriona ajir otithi amar hokolore moromor amar shraddhar amar adoror Srimati Torali Sharma Baido ahi amar majot uposthit hoisehi. She is not only a singer but also a composer, a musician. She is a National Film Awardee, also bagged several awards on international level. I would like to call upon Sage Shrimati Torali Horma Baidu. Ma'am, please. কোনোবা কেতিয়াবা বেংকৰ অফিচাৰ হৈ খুজিব পাৰিলে তোমাক
অসাধারণ ভাষা নির্বিবাদ নিজের পড়াশোনা নিজের আন্দোলন নিজের তাতে ভারত সরকারের বিভিন্ন মন্ত্রণালয়ের অধীনস্থ ওয়েবসাইট www.cybercrime.gov.in সহায় করা হয়। আরো ক্রিমিনাল অভিযোগ দাখিল করা হয়।
Thank you, ma'am and team, for the wonderful performance. I would like to request Ma'am Dorali Harma to kindly be on stage for a few moments so that we can shower our token of love and memento with a fulam gamusa and a memento. আৰু তেওঁ সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাবলৈ মই মঞ্চলৈ আমন্ত্ৰণ কৰিব বিচাৰিছো শ্ৰী দেৱৰাজ উপাধ্যায় ডাঙৰীয়া, IGP CID। Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now, we have our keynote address by expert Dr. John Jose, Associate Professor, IIT Guwahati, Computer Science and Engineer Department. Before calling Professor Jose to the dais, I would like to quickly speak a few words about him to our august audience. Dr. John Jose is an Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, where he joined as an assistant professor in 2015. He completed his PhD degree from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, in the field of computer architecture. He is the recipient of the prestigious Qualcomm Faculty Award 2021. He is also serving as the Vice Chair of IEEE India Council. He is the Associated Editor for IEE Embedded System Letter Journal. He has over 35 IEE and ACM peer-reviewed conference publications, over 15 ACM and IEE transactions papers, as well as Springer and Elsevier journal papers to his credit. He is the investigator for several R&D projects. He is also serving as Board of Studies members to various universities and autonomous colleges. He is an active member of professional societies like ACM, IEE, ISTE, and CSI. I request him to come upon the dais. So please.
A warm good evening to all of you. Honorable DGP of Assam, Sri Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta, IPS. Sri AYV Krishna, IPS, ADGP, CID, Assam. Shri Neeraj Verma, IAS, Principal Secretary to the Government of Assam, other senior officers of Assam Police who might have started serving the country before I started going to school, other members of the state government, central government, invited guests and delegates from the neighboring states, members of the media, members of Assam Police, executives, faculty members from colleges in and around Guwahati, future technocrats, politicians, doctors, the healthcare services, artists of the country who are eagerly participating in this program right from the morning. On the outset, let me congratulate Assam Police for organizing a program of this magnitude that is of very much significant and relevant in the modern day where we are living. I was keenly observing the brief welcome speech as well as a report that was presented by Krishna sir about the steps that have been taken by the state government and specifically by Assam Police in sensitizing, training manpower in order to tackle the cyber warfare that is keenly attacking on us. I come from a totally different background, from an academic community, basically from Kerala, from far south, who happened to join at IIT Guwahati as a faculty in 2015, hoping that in another 1 or 2 years I will take a transfer to other IITs and serve the rest of my country there. And then people used to ask, when are you shifting to IIT Madras or IIT Palakkad? And then I told, unless IIT Guwahati throws me out, I will retire from Assam after 65 years of my age. I fall in love with this country, this part of the country, and both my daughters can fluently speak Assamese now, and that's the way how this land embraces. And I really congratulate the kind of efforts that is being put in. Generally, when we think about a program that has been organized by police, you feel a different kind of a dimension. But considering the sophistication that is being achieved by the Assam Police and the various lists that Mr. Krishna was pointing out, they deserve a huge round of applause, because many of these things may not come in media, because if things are coming in media, what the police preparation is being done, then that is not the kind of right strategy. Things should not come in media, and that's exactly what happens in a closed audience. We feel secure when the kind of effort that is been putting, and we as a nation from academicians salute all your efforts, sir, and looking forward for a more secure and peaceful Assam that we have all been experiencing over the last 1 or 2 decades. We are able to organize a program like this in a physical mode, where many portion of the country is still doubting whether can we have a gathering like this. It's because of the effort of the Indian vaccine manufacturers, our own scientists and biochemists, who might have believed in the brand of India. And especially when you are going to celebrate Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav, there is nothing more than that we Indians can proudly say that we never begged in front of any other country to vaccinate this huge population twice. And that is the only reason by which probably the third wave of COVID, which was being there in the media for some time, but then we all survived it. And we really appreciate all the effort and hard work that has been put in by our scientific community in making sure that our country can inch back to the normal way of living. We as a country of this huge population have suffered a lot during the pandemic time, because it's all of a sudden switch that happened in the March 2020, where Prime Minister Modi told that we have to shift to online mode of learning, be at home. That is something totally different, totally new and totally strange for a country like India. And especially for a state like Assam, and especially in Northeast, going for online education, we were not prepared. I salute all the teachers of this country who have been rose to the occasion, including me. Even Even though I come from computer science and engineering background, conducting a Google Meet or a Microsoft Teams also was not well experienced. We were also jumping into deep waters where we don't know how to handle online education. Given a board and a chalk, I'm very confident that I can then express. But if you have a computer screen and webcam, many of our great teachers will pathetically show poor performance there. And that led to a big problem of many of our children handling digital devices without knowing the kind of cheats that are being potentially possible, that people can intrude into our privacy, intrude into our resources. I was fortunate enough to visit 2 other countries in the last 1 or 2 years after this pandemic, where people seriously look at Indians with a suspicion and an envy. Many other developed countries whom we have set as role models pathetically failed during the pandemic time, whereas we struggled, and then still many countries are yet to vaccinate. And many digital platforms were developed during this time, including our Arogya Setu app. And there were a lot of cyber attacks that were spawned on India from various nook and corner. Considering the young population that we have, world realized that it is very difficult to beat India when it comes to manpower, because China is already in an aging phase where we have a very young population. A representative sample of this already filled in this gallery and in the back few rows of the auditorium. The next attack is not going to be physically entering into our territory. The next attack, the world has realized that the next attack is all going to be if at least 10 bright students in this country, rather than they entering into elite institutes and serving the country, like some of the front row people who are sitting there, the best way to attack the country is make sure that the bright minds of the country won't reach up to higher up the ladder. And that is possible because of the gadget that you might have put it in the silent mode, or some of you may be still watching now because of the boring talk that is happening here. That is a very powerful gadget which can change the destiny of your life. All of a sudden we were attacked, or we were linked to the global network in terms of accessing of resource, in terms of accessing the same content what your teachers are teaching you. You could get a better version of the class, the same topic, the same syllabus from some other teachers. Such is the power of technology that has come. But nothing comes free of cost. Anything that you get free, anything that you get handy, you have to understand that there are a lot of loopholes and pitfalls inside that. Probably some of these kind of workshops and the awareness programs are the only means by which we can understand. What a poor farmer knows, what an illiterate person in the street know about what are the threats that is being involved in the cell phone. I was been working in the field of hardware security and cyber security for the last 6 to 7 years, and our recent statistics know that 80% of the password that you use will be either related to your birthday, if you are married, then your wedding anniversary, birth year of your children, place of your living, your pet cat, pet dog. If these things are being lost from your phones or by virtue of an access, it's very easy to attack your digital system. Sometimes people may ask, what people can attack? It is not like that. In the interest of time, I am not going into deeper into the attack, but consider that we are a country which can be attacked by anyone in the recent future. I'll take 1 or 2 quick examples for you to understand. Some of you may be knowing the IRCTC network, the Indian Railway Catering Corporation, by which we take railway tickets. And the computers that is being saving the data of them are not made in India. We buy these from outside countries, and we don't know the internal configuration of them, what are the potential loopholes inside that, and how can people attack it. What if one fine morning we find it difficult to retrieve the data? The entire railway system in the country will collapse for a few hours. There will be chaos in the railway station. Even the ticket examiners may not be able to generate the printout, because we rely so much on a system and we feel that our data is secure and we cannot retrieve the data. Similarly, The entire power grid which supplies power to each and every corner. Now everything is automated. Software controlled power grid. And recently we had power outages also. One portion of the country was entirely blacked out. And why this happens? Because of bugs, some of the software that is been running. If a person who wanted to pull down India, the best way is not to attack from our periphery, because we know that our armed forces are guarding us very well. The best way is if you can cut down the power of India for 10 minutes. The kind of harm, the kind of economic slowdown that you are going to put down in this country is much more than invading us from our neighboring countries. Gone are the days of our war which has been fought by soldiers. The war has been fought on common man, by common man. Whereas always the soldiers and the police officers are always going to guard us, to take care of us physically. So we have to be prepared. We have to be alert when it comes to fancy apps that your friends are recommending. And always there is a media frenzy which will tell that, okay, take this app, download it, sharing photographs, pictures. Social media, if you are not able to handle it well, it clearly knows where are you going. We will put a status, going to Meghalaya or Shillong for 5-day trip with my family, and I post 3 or 4 pictures. It's a clear indication that in my home, I am not going to be there for the next 4 or 5 days. And if someone wanted to intrude my home, that's the best way to know. We put status, going for an evening shopping with my friend. That means you are not at home. So at a very young age, when you don't know the implications of the digital device that you have, you are prone to attacks. And why people are attacking us? In a country like us, unemployment is the biggest threat. Once you complete school and college education, if you are not getting the right kind of job that you aspire for, they are more dangerous than terrorists. Because a learned person, if he is not able to contribute to the society at this prime age, then they will become a devil's workshop. And we always believe in less effort, maximum rewards. So if rather than putting whole day work from morning to evening, if I can somehow find a bug in somebody else's mobile phone, get an access to their credit card, and then I can get the money from them, then that is the easiest way by which I can earn money. Because we always believe when something comes free, something comes with less reward, it is more appealing. So we have to be aware with such kind of things. Already it has been mentioned in the 75th year of India's independence, the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Rather than make in India, now what happens in make in India is we are assembling in India. We get all these products, we try to put it inside. We want the young generations to think of, consider working for the country, acquire knowledge, and then consider working for the country and contribute to the well-being of the country, because this country taught you. Even this program is being funded by taxpayers' money. You are all being hosted with taxpayers' money. And how can you give back? You can give back only by improving your quality. And can you inspire others to enhance their quality? Whatever the kind of work that you do can enhance the quality of that. So we require cyber hygiene, and that is only possible by awareness, by talking with learned people. Always there is a mad rush for money. You have to understand Saraswati and Lakshmi won't go together. It is this age where you have to go behind the Saraswati, learn knowledge, try to teach others who are ignorant about how to work with these gadgets. And once you are expert with all the blessings of the Saraswati, automatically in the rest of your career, Lakshmi will follow you. There are a lot of awareness programs that is been happening. And coming to IIT, before I conclude, every Indian Institute of Technology is formed because of an act of a parliament, wherein the law is made and the country wants higher education institutions. But IIT Guwahati has been formed because of a special aspiration of the people of the Northeast, which some of you may be knowing. So we owe a big responsibility back to the society, rather than only considering its elite ranking. Our doors are always open to the Assam Police for any kind of collaboration, to our young students if you wanted to work in any field, because IITs are also built by taxpayers' money. I would like to convey the message of our senior members that our doors are always open for any kind of collaboration, any awareness program that Assam government wanted to conduct in the future. Together we can join our hands and make sure that this is going to be the engine of the growth for the next few decades. Last but not the least, I want, if the same Assam police is going to conduct a program 10 years down the line, I want some of you who are sitting in the back row to come and speak here, ask the resource person, and then only this kind of programs will be resourceful. Wish you all the best. I once again thank you for the opportunity given to me, and I hope that this kind of programs indeed will change the face in which we live, and every other country will think twice before planning to attack our young generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Jose, for your informative keynote address. I would like to request you to kindly be on stage for a few moments so that we can shower a token of love and affection to you. To do this honor, I would like to call upon stage Shri Pranav Goswami, SPCID. Thank you, sir. আমি পৰৱৰ্তী কাৰ্যসূচীলৈ আগবাঢ়িব বিচাৰিছোঁ। এতিয়া আমি উপভোগ কৰিম এখন নাট, যিখন নাট তৈয়াৰ কৰি ওলোৱা হৈছে মঞ্চৰ বাবে, আৰু পৰিৱেশন কৰিব National School of Drama, Guwahati chapter, and the theme of the drama is Cyber Safety and National Security. আপোনালোকক জনাবলৈ পাই সুখী হৈছোঁ। এইখন নাটক অসমৰ বিভিন্ন ঠাইত পৰিৱেশন কৰা হ'ব। By taking this theme, the street play will be played in the various places of Assam. আহকচোন আমি নাটখন উপভোগ কৰোঁ।
বিশ্ব বিজয় নজুৱান